Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 19th of April, really competitive action on the flat at Musselburgh and Haydock over jumps on Saturday, all covered on ITV. 7 races in total, the ground on the faster side at Haydock, good ground expected at Musselburgh. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap. This goes in the 225 at Musselburgh, a 7 furlong handicap, and I think Walifi can make a winning start for William Haggis. Now William has struck form early in the turf season as usual. He had a really good week at Newmarket at the Craven meeting. He has a terrific strike rate with his runners he brings up to Scotland. He doesn't bring many, and this one is a very progressive performer. Just struggled in soft ground last season, but only had 6 career starts. I'll be amazed if a mark of 88 isn't exploitable. Jim Crowley's been booked. He's bound to be fit for this valuable Saturday prize, and I think he'll outclass these rivals. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the 150 at Musselburgh, a 1 mile handicap. I like Castle Stewart here from the Carl Burke yard. Now Carl has a record number of horses in the yard this season, and he's landed running as usual, flying along. Good ground at this speed track should suit ideally, and I think Castle Stewart is a handicapper to follow this season. He's lightly raced. This mark should be well within his compass, and the yard have had 7 winners in the last fortnight. The remaining 5 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll do them in time order. Over to Haydock for the 205, a 2 mile handicap hurdle. I think the one who's overpriced here is Oslo from the Fergal O'Brien yard. Now, he's well treated on bits and pieces of his placed efforts in the last year or so. He's had 2 sighters on the all-weather to bring him up to full fitness, and I think his freshness, relatively speaking, at this late stage of the jump season could count for plenty. A decent pace should be on the cards. Jonathan Burke will be looking to pounce late on this quirky performer. Staying at Haydock, the 240, a 3 mile handicap hurdle. Well, Billy Aprahamian's done really well with a small team throughout the winter months, and I think Bold Recruit is overpriced at around double figures now. He's a consistent stayer. He's bound to give his running again. Brogan right down to his minimum here. At the foot of the weights, 10-2 he's got to carry. I think Kevin will be in the sauna to get down to that, but he's a good jockey for these big field handicaps. He'll be looking to weave his way through late on Bold Recruit. Over to Musselburgh for a sprint at 3 o'clock, a very valuable one. JM Jungle's been a terrific servant for the Quins. He's run 30 times in his career, all on the turf, 4 wins. He's campaigned virtually every other Saturday in these top Saturday sprints, and he usually runs with credit when he gets his conditions, namely a fast pace to aim at, and this is the sharpest 5 furlongs in the country. So with any luck in running, Jason Hart, probably the best rider in the north, will be looking to weave his way through late. Back to Haydock for a veterans chase at 3:15. Well, I think the flyer Begley's the one with the good makeup here. He's a smooth traveller. He's more reliable than most of these veterans, and they're going to go a right gallop here. There's at least 4 or 5 front runners. Hopefully Jack Hogan can pounce up the long Haydock straight. And finally to Musselburgh, staying handicap at 3:35. Another one for Carl Burke here for me, a Merrick. This stayer, well, he's 6 now and he has to give weight away all round, but he's got plenty of good form. He stays this trip really well. Clifford Lee's sure to be positive at this speed track and put his stamina to good use. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.